It feels like every time I turn around, there's some new AI thing blowing up online. Honestly, it's tough to keep up with all the advancements, you know?
Yeah, I hear you. The pace is really something else, but it's super interesting.
It is, for sure.
Yeah.
Especially with all that stuff you sent my way, you know? Like,
Yeah.
wow, those
Yeah.
sources you shared really got my wheels turning.
Definitely some fascinating stuff there.
So I figured let's just dive right in,
Yeah.
right? Try to make sense of it all together.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay, so let's set the stage here.
Hmm.
We're looking at AI. Specifically, we've got this article from Google's,
Yeah.
right? February 21st, 2025.
That's right, yeah.
And our mission, should we choose to accept it,
Uh-huh.
is to unpack 5 big AI advancements highlighted in that piece. Kind of like a time capsule of where things stood in that crazy world of AI. So for everyone listening, get ready because we're about to go deep.
Deeper than deep.
All right, so hit me with it. What are the 5 biggies?
All right, so we've got Grok 3 from Elon Musk's XAI. You know, it's making waves, claiming to be better than GPT-4o.
Oh yeah, Grok 3. That's the one Musk said he'd keep free until the servers burst, right? I remember seeing that.
That's the one. Bold move.
Super bold. What's the deal with this Grok 3? Like, what's the hype all about? I mean, I've used AI before, and sometimes it's slow, sometimes it just makes stuff up.
Well, Grok 3 is supposed to be the answer to those frustrations. It's really trying to be a big step up in, like, reliability and speed.
Okay, and it seems like the benchmarks back that up, especially in math, like that AIM math competition score. 93.3% versus GPT-4o at 48%. That's a huge gap. Like, what does that even mean for AI?
Right. It's as the article says, a complete victory. I mean, it's not just about crunching numbers. That jump suggests something deeper is going on, you know, like a big improvement in how Grok 3 reasons and actually understands things.
So it's not just better at math, it's actually smarter.
It seems that way. And a big part of that might be the deep search thing they talk about.
Deep search,
Yeah.
right, yeah. The article mentioned that.
So instead of just working with like its own internal data, it actually pulls information from the web and X, you know, Twitter in real time.
So it's always learning, basically.
Exactly. And get this, it cites its sources, like actual footnotes.
Whoa, hold on. An AI that gives you footnotes.
Yeah, really. It's directly tackling that problem of AI just making stuff up, you know? The A thing.
That is wild. And, okay, this is going to sound weird, but the article actually uses the words ukefege to describe Grok 3, like a super genius assistant. Is that what they're going for?
It seems like it, yeah. They talk about it having this really advanced understanding and reasoning, which is what they were aiming for with O3 Mini 2, but apparently Grok 3 is even better.
Okay, so bottom line, what are the advantages of using Grok 3?
Well, they trained it on a ridiculous amount of computing power, over 200,000 NVIDIA H100 GPUs, which is like 10 times more than the last generation.
Those are those super powerful chips, right?
Yeah.
The ones everyone is using for AI.
Exactly. So you've got that massive processing power, plus it's blowing other AI models out of the water in those benchmarks, like that AIM math competition we talked about. And, you know, deep search, integrating real-time information.
And it's fast, because that was my other gripe with AI, you know, waiting forever for an answer.
Yeah, fast response times. And it
Yeah.
handles multiple languages, including Chinese and Cantonese.
The article even mentioned that you could try it out back then without a subscription on the XAI website and X.
Right, like jump in and see for yourself. Pretty interesting approach.
So big picture, what does Grok 3 mean for the AI landscape?
Well, those benchmark scores are definitely making people raise eyebrows. You know, it really could be a breakthrough in how well AI can reason and become experts in different fields, maybe even surpassing humans in some areas.
And you mentioned deep search before, that real-time data integration.
Right, that feels like a real game changer, a real, ooh, like they say, a killer move.
So everyone else in the AI game is scrambling to catch up.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say this is fueling a real AI, an arms race.
Although the article did say there was a limit of 15 questions every 2 hours.
Right, so even with all that power, there are still limits.
Okay, so that's Grok 3. What's next on the list?
All right, so moving on. Have you ever tried hiring a freelance software engineer?
Oh, don't even get me started. It's a whole thing. Sifting through resumes, trying to figure out who's actually good, then all the back and forth, hoping they actually deliver.
I know, right? So OpenAI actually did this experiment, the SWE Lancer test.
SWE Lancer. Okay, what is that?
They wanted to see if AI could actually replace freelance software engineers, like for real.
Okay, wow. And how did they test that?
They threw 1,400 real freelance tasks at the AI. like actual work that needed to be done.
And those tasks were worth actual money.
Yep, a total of $1 million was up for grabs. Everything from fixing bugs to developing whole new features.
$1 million.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm hooked. So did the AI pass the test?
Well, here's the crazy part. The top AI at that time was able to solve half of those tasks, which is...
Half? Really? That's kind of impressive.
Yeah, no kidding. It surprised a lot of people.
So SWLancer wasn't just about, like, coding skills.
Right. They made it way more than that. It was about the whole process, the whole decision-making process that a real software engineer has to go through.
So it wasn't just, like, can you write code? It was, can you actually do the job?
Exactly. And that's what made it different from a typical coding test. It was all about real-world performance. Could the AI's work actually function in a real application?
And which AI came out on top?
So the best performer was Claude 3.5 Sonnet. Like we said, solved half of the tasks, potentially earning, hypothetically, about $400,000.
Hypothetically, but still.
Yes, a lot of money.
Okay, so what were the big takeaways from how the AI performed in SWLancer? Like, what was really interesting?
Well, first, the tasks themselves had different values, right? From like $50 to $32,000, just like in the real freelance world. So it wasn't just about solving easy problems.
So a good mix of easy and hard stuff.
Yeah. And Claude 3.5 Sonnet being the top dog, that was significant. It showed that AI was actually capable of handling a variety of development tasks. And, the testing was thorough. Bug fixes, complex features, the whole 9 yards.
Sounds intense.
It was. And the AI solutions were validated in real-world environments. Like, they actually ran the code to make sure it worked. And get this, senior engineers triple-checked everything.
Wow, triple-checked. They weren't messing around. So why was this SWLancer test such a big deal?
I mean, it's more than just a cool experiment, right? It gives us a way to actually measure the impact of AI on the software development industry. Like, economically, how competitive could AI actually become?
Right, and could it actually replace human freelancers?
Yeah, that's the big question. The article even used the phrase, "e-failure,"
Do you mean?
replace freelance engineers.
That's a scary thought for a lot of people.
It is. And while AI isn't ready to take over completely, the SWLancer tests definitely showed that things are moving in that direction.
Okay, let's shift gears a bit. Talk about something that seems, I don't know, more fun, less job stealing.
Haha, fair enough.
What about Pikaswap? This one honestly has me intrigued. One-click video transformation. Sign me up.
Right. It does sound pretty cool.
I mean, video editing is such a pain, so anything that makes it easier, I'm all ears.
Well, that's exactly what Pikaswap is trying to do. It's a new feature in this AI video tool called Pika.
Okay, Pika, got it. So what's so special about this Pikaswap thing?
So you can swap out stuff in videos super easily. Like, imagine replacing a character, an object, even the whole background, just using an image you upload or even just describing what you want.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah, and the results are supposed to be really natural looking.
Like, how natural are we talking?
The article actually says it's natural to an unbelievable degree.
No way.
Yeah, that's a direct quote.
And you don't need to be, like, a video editing wizard to use it?
Nope, that's the whole point. It's designed to be super user-friendly. No special skills required. Plus, it gives you intelligent suggestions for different styles and effects you might want to add.
Okay, that is awesome. So much easier than wrestling with, those complicated video editing programs.
Right. Way more approachable.
All right, break it down for me. What are the big advantages of using Pikaswap?
Okay, so first off, you can replace characters with just one click. Upload a photo, or even just describe what you want, and boom, it's done.
That is so cool. I'm already thinking of all the possibilities.
Right. And you can switch between different styles for free, like make it look like a cartoon, 3D animation, even a movie.
No way. So I can make myself look like, I don't know, an anime character.
Exactly. And the best part, you get instant previews. No waiting around for ages while your video renders.
Instant preview? That's huge. All right, I got to ask, how do you actually use Pikaswap?
It's super simple. You go to the Pikaswap page, upload your video, choose what you want to change, upload the new stuff, or describe it, preview it to make sure you like it, and then one click, the AI does its magic.
That's it. That's crazy easy.
Right. That's the whole point. And the article talks about how useful this could be for all sorts of people. Like, social media folks could make tons of different versions of their videos super fast.
Oh, I see it. Like, different versions for different platforms.
Exactly. Or small businesses could make really slick ads without hiring a professional editor.
That's brilliant. And teachers could make, more engaging lessons.
Exactly. And regular people could just, make their home videos way more fun.
It's like democratizing video editing, putting the power in everyone's hands. I love it.
It's pretty amazing.
Okay, moving right along. VO2. Now this one, the article's reaction was on a beat. Basically, they were totally blown away. What's the deal with this one?
So VO2 is an AI video generator created by Google DeepMind, no less.
Google DeepMind. Okay, that's serious. You're like, the big dogs of AI research.
Yep. And they launched it exclusively on Freepik back in February 2025.
So what makes it so mind-blowing?
Well, it's all about the realism, like hyper-realism. Apparently, the demo videos they showed were just incredible.
Like how incredible?
Think smooth, seamless physics, crazy high definition.
Okay, but I've seen AI-generated videos before, and sometimes, like, hands look weird, movements are janky.
Yeah, that's the thing. VO2 seems to have overcome a lot of those limitations.
Really?
Yeah. They figure out how to simulate real-world physics way more accurately, like how liquids move, how objects collide, all that stuff.
Wow.
And get this. The article actually compares it to having a TOE's Lou on hand, like a Hollywood director. That's the level of quality they're talking about.
No way.
Yeah, and it supports 4K resolution, which is way higher than most AI videos. Apparently, it can handle really complex scenes way better than other tools, even better than OpenAI's Sora.
Okay, so VO2 sounds like a total game changer. Sum it up for me. What makes it so special?
All right, so top-tier quality, up to 4K resolution. That's a big one. And it understands what you want it to create, even from complex prompts. So no more struggling to get the AI to understand your vision.
So it's smart.
Very smart. Plus, the human movements and expressions are super natural. No more creepy, stiff-looking AI people.
That's huge.
And it automatically applies, like, professional-level camera work. So you get that cinematic look without having to do anything.
Nice. And wasn't there some deal where you could try it out for free?
Yeah, they had this early access thing on Freepik. The first 10,000 people to sign up got 2 free videos.
So how could people actually get their hands on it back then?
Simple. Visit Freepik, log in or sign up, and bam, you're in. Well, if you were one of the first 10,000, that is.
That's really cool. It sounds like this could be a game changer for, small businesses, independent creators, anyone who needs high-quality video but doesn't have a Hollywood budget.
Exactly. The article specifically mentions that. They were focusing on U.S. users to start, but Freepik said they'd make it available more widely later on.
So VO2, basically the answer to all our video-making prayers.
Pretty much.
Okay, last but not least, we got to talk about Proxy 1.0. This is the one about AI automating stuff on the web, right?
You got it.
I'm not going to lie, this one hits close to home. I mean, who hasn't spent way too much time clicking through websites, filling out forms, the whole 9 yards?
It's a universal pain point for sure.
Tell me more about this Proxy 1.0. What's the deal?
So it's an AI agent made by this company called Convergence. And it's designed to basically act like a human using a web browser.
Like a virtual robot that browses the web for you.
Pretty much. The idea is to automate all those tedious, repetitive tasks we do online, like clicking buttons, scrolling, filling out forms, even dealing with those annoying CAP-TCHAs.
Wait, it can handle CAP-TCHAs, the ones where you have to prove you're not a robot.
Yeah, the basic ones.
Okay, color me impressed.
The article really emphasizes Proxy's ability to do OE2, which basically means it can handle pretty much any web operation you throw at it.
So I could just tell it what to do online, and it would do it.
Exactly.
That's wild. The article also mentions OpenAI's operator. Is Proxy like that?
Similar, yeah. It's definitely positioned as a competitor to Operator, and apparently it might even be better in some ways.
Okay, now I'm really interested. What are the features that make Proxy 1.0 so cool?
All right, so first off, it can browse the web like a human. Clicking, scrolling, typing, all that.
So it can do stuff like book a flight or order food online.
Exactly. Things like making restaurant reservations, shopping online, getting information. And it can do all of that without needing special access to those websites.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it doesn't need specific APIs or anything. It just interacts with websites like a person would.
That's crazy.
And the other cool thing is you can give it instructions in plain English. Like you could say, book me a flight to Tokyo next week. And it would actually go and do it.
No way.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible. It can navigate websites, find the right forms, fill them out, and even correct itself if something goes wrong.
Self-correction. Like
Okay.
it can figure things out on its own.
Yep. That's another cool feature. It learns and adapts, so if a website changes, it can figure out how to navigate the new layout, and it remembers tasks you do frequently, so it can do them faster next time.
So it's always getting better.
Exactly. And the way it works is really clever. It runs directly in your web browser. It basically takes screenshots of what you see and uses virtual keyboards and mice to interact with the web page.
So no complicated setup or anything?
Nope. It's designed to be super easy to use. And you can schedule tasks to run at specific times. So like you could set it to check the stock market every morning, for example.
That's super handy. And you said it's available globally.
Yep, unlike Operator, which was only available in the US at the time.
Oh, interesting. And what about cost?
They had a free trial and then a paid plan for $20 a month, which is way cheaper than Operator, by the way.
So significantly more affordable and available worldwide.
Yep, pretty compelling.
So what does the arrival of Proxy 1.0 tell us about the bigger picture of AI?
I think it shows that we're moving beyond AI just being a tool for looking up information, a lol to. Now it's actually starting to Hemi, like taking over real tasks.
Wow.
And the competition in the AI agent market is really heating up. Proxy going head-to-head with Operator. It's all part of this battle to dominate that space, It's a whole new wave of digital transformation.
It's kind of mind-blowing to think about, honestly. We've talked about Grok 3 trying to be the new top dog in AI potentially shaking up the world of freelance work, one-click video magic, super realistic AI video generation, and now AI taking over our web browsing. Like, where does it end?
I know, right? It really makes you think.
It definitely feels like AI is changing everything. This deep dive into that Avro article, it's like a snapshot of a pivotal moment in the evolution of AI. Back in February 2025, the future was unfolding right before our eyes.
Absolutely. And it's only accelerated since then.
So, for everyone listening, here's a final question to ponder. With all these incredible advancements we've discussed, what tasks or industries do you think will be most affected by AI in the coming years? And what amazing, maybe even scary, new possibilities might emerge that we haven't even begun to imagine? It's a question we're thinking about. The future of AI is unfolding right now, and it's up to us to shape it responsibly.